Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video. I am at the train station again. I didn't actually see this one coming, didn't think I was going to be getting, smooth out that sun, back on the train for quite a while, but this one really does make sense. So somebody reached out to us on Instagram. They'd recently purchased their dream car, which is a Passat R-Line DSG 4-wheel drive. I may be getting some of this wrong. And basically said that a lorry had took him out as he was going round a roundabout, and his insurance unfortunately have written the car off, but he has had the option to buy it back. Excuse me. He's had the option to buy the car back, and they've told him a price, and he reached out to me and said, Rob, I don't actually want it, but would you be interested? And I said, do you know what, we would be interested, and we'll actually give you I'll just say it now, we give you 1,000 on top. So he's got a little bit extra back, which he's really happy about, because he's had to pay his excess, he's lost a bit of money there, but the car looks really, really nice. For me to drive all the way to Cannock, which is, for those of you guys that know where it is, you know where it is about 4 hours in my truck. I've then got to load it up, I've then got to drive all the way home. It's such a long day. The car still starts, runs, drives, safe enough to drive. So I'm going to head there on the train this morning. Just bought my ticket, and it's 8:30. I'll get on the train at 9. I'm actually going to arrive there at 2 minutes past 1 this afternoon. He's going to pick me up from there, and then we're going to go back to his house and have a look at the car. So just waiting on the train. Got a little while to go, and I'll jump on that. In the meantime, guys, of course, I've done a quick check on it, just to make sure there was nothing untoward, no outstanding finance, etc, etc. So we'll have a quick look at the car vertical, and we'll pick up when we get there. So I've punched a reg in, guys, and you will be surprised that actually mileage okay, theft okay, accidents none, which is a little bit, I mean, I've had this before, it will get updated. The car is a category S, but at the moment it is showing unrecorded. He did say he's not been paid out for it just yet, so that is possibly why. And also it's had a number plate change, he did tell me that as well, so that could be a factor in it. But a little bit further down on the check, it does show pictures of the car and the fact that it was recently for sale. So we will scroll down to the bottom, which confirms everything he said. So this vehicle was previously listed for sale on the 1st 2021 for £13,200. Volkswagen Passat Saloon 2006 15 rather, engine code on there. And there we go, there's the photos on January 2021 of that vehicle when it was for sale at the garage. This is not actually when he purchased the car. You can see there's no damage on the car whatsoever there, because he said he actually paid $15,000 for it. So that is actually coming back all clear. There is 9 tips and tricks on the bottom of this check, guys, when purchasing a car that will really help you out. It's all the 9 things that really you do need to check. Also, I am just going to quickly show you an example of what one would look like straight away on the front page if there was an issue. So the example we're going to be using today, guys, is this BMW X5. And as you can see clearly there on the front of the check, it says highlighted in orange, theft. And when you scroll a little bit further down on the check, it actually tells you there. This check was performed in all of these countries, and the vehicle was reported stolen in the United Kingdom. I want to thank Car Vertical once again for the continued support on the channel. Guys, to benefit from a 10% discount on your check, use the link in the description. Guys, you know what I always say about my sense of direction? I've done it again. So I am at Euston, and when I got on the train at Sittingbourne, he told me this is where I change. Like, get off, walk from St Pancras, walk here to Euston, get on your train, and that takes you all the way up to Birmingham. Well, it turns out I walked here, I asked the chap what platform to go on, and he said, you got the wrong ticket, mate. You're meant to be going from Marylebone or something. Someone's put a cigarette on the floor there and it was smoking. Basically, I'm at the wrong station, so I just went into the ticket office, spoke to a lady. She sorted it all out, and I can go from here. It was £2 extra, which I haven't got a problem with. That's absolutely fine. But the train leaves in about 15 minutes, and I'm on that train for 2 hours, I believe. Maybe, no, 3 hours, I think. Quite some time. I can't unwrap it now, but yeah, typical me, as usual. But I thought, there's no cuts in this video. I will stick it in there that I messed up again, but all sorted now. We'll pick up when we get there. So I made it, guys, and I'm in a town called Cannock. I'm about 20 minutes later than what I should have been, but I'm here now, just waiting for the chap to pick me up. I have no idea what county this is, but I know it's called Cannock. So guys, we have just arrived. Josh has picked me up from the train station. I did ask him, Josh, what's this area is called Cannock? Yes. And it's not Staffordshire, so it's not part of Birmingham. No. How far is Birmingham from here? Like
25, 30 miles.
Oh, is it really? So it's still quite far away. So I'll try not to get Josh in the video, but this is the car. And Josh, do you mind telling us a little? I mean, you've told me the story, but people are always curious. Would you mind, if you don't want to, I completely understand, but would you mind explaining that you bought this car because you've had a son? That's what you said.
I had to get rid of my A5 because I was a two-door. I bought this. I've only had it about 2 months. I bought it in August. I used it for work, and a biffer truck pulled out and hit me.
A biffer truck pulled out on him, guys, and wiped the side of it out. We're going to get round to that side in a minute. I am driving this car home. It is all MOT'd. I'm going to tax it now. I've put it on my insurance. Josh did say before he picked it up from the garage, they put 4 new tyres on it, and also 4 motion. So this car's a 4-wheel drive, twin turbo DSG, and he said it's 240 horsepower for a diesel. I mean, I couldn't believe it when he said it. But a very nice looking car. New discs and pads on the front. 2015 on a 65. And guys, there is the damage. So unfortunately, I may be getting a little bit cold on the way home. You can't open these doors, but the window is broken, but the tint is holding it halfway up. So I have got to drive. Yeah, no, that's fine, Josh, that's fine. I'm going to have to drive this car home with the window open, which is going to be quite nippy. Josh, in the pictures, this looked like we're probably going to have to replace this. But I know now, looking at that, Chris will repair that, which is lovely. I don't know if these doors are aluminium or not. I suppose they possibly are, but guys, I'm just going to pay Josh, get this all stripped out and head home. And then once we get back to the yard, we'll have a proper look round it. But I know a lot of you are going to say, Rob, why didn't you come up in your truck and pick up this car? The thing is, for me, it was a 4-hour drive. It was probably £100 in diesel. Then I got a 4-hour drive home. It just wasn't worth it. I set off this morning on the 9:08 train, and I've arrived here now at 1:30, and I've got a bit of a drive home. So anyway, enough waffle. Let's sort the payment out and get on the way home. So far, so good, guys. Car drives perfect. I've just had to stop, give myself a little something to eat. Haven't eaten a thing all day today. Let's jump back in, get on the road. So guys, obviously the next morning, and I've got to say it now, what a lovely driving car. One of the most comfortablest cars I've driven in quite a long time. It drives so nice. It's got this adaptive suspension on it. It's all singing and dancing, the CarPlay, Bluetooth, etc. Me and Josh went crazy with the duct tape before I left. Made sure that the doors were properly shut. They couldn't come open unless you pulled the handle. Just taped up any of the little sharp edges, made sure they weren't there. I pulled this wing out because it was rubbing on the tyre. Pulled that out just so that it cleared it. And yeah, honestly, couldn't fault the car. Quite a long drive home, got stuck in some traffic. Took me about 4 hours, I think. But overall, I mean, it's quite mucky in here. We couldn't really show it, but it's all singing, all dancing. It does everything. I pulled the back seats down because the battery's in the back. You can see I've got a 10mm spanner there. And thankfully, thank you again, Liam saved the day. I gave Liam a call when I stopped at the services there to get something to eat and said, mate, could you drop some crash wrap off to my place on your way back, because I need to tape the car up fully. So I had all the window all taped down so that it couldn't, and no glass could fall in and no glass could fall out, and that was all right to drive home. It's got heated seats, the heater was amazing, so just perfect. I've got no complaints. There is some scuffs on this side which I didn't notice yesterday, but you can see just by me wiping that they're coming off, and that one there, you will see that will all polish off, and all of that one there as well. I think that this is actually going to turn out to be a beautiful car. Got it in the workshop, guys, and Chris wants to crack straight on with it. So basically when the guys had an accident, we're all the same. The first thing you're going to want to do is try to, I'll let you actually stand there, Chris, is you try to open this door, and that's what he actually did. So that door wasn't clicked shut, so it's not clicked shut. If you push it quite hard, Chris, I actually got it, that's it. So that is now shut, and that's how I drove it home. The door was properly shut, otherwise I couldn't have drove it. Obviously all that duct tape you've just pulled off just to cover up any sharp edges or anything. It was quite chilly with the window down, but we can't open this driver's door because it's actually caught here on this back door, and the wiring, let me show it. I don't know why I've got it in a tripod. So basically this door, if I just pop it again, just trying to find the handle, it's here somewhere. You see it won't come past. Actually, I reckon we would pull that. We don't want to break that window though. So it's actually been ripped out as well, the wiring plug. And Chris said, because it's a Volkswagen, as soon as you go to drive off, most cars now, it's unlocked. We thought it was locked. You tried that earlier, didn't you?
It was locked.
Right. So now he's pulled that. Oh, we've got to watch this window on that door panel. Go on, mate, open it. Chris is thinking no B-post damage here.
It's looking good, isn't it?
It is looking very, very good.
There's a little tiny mark there, but I think that's all just where that door's impacted it, but it probably has knocked these hinges back.
I thought that was a crack. I think we got lucky here. Can that go on, mate? Go on, keep going. Keep going.
It's quite tight.
Yeah, you can go though. It's only the check strap. Mate, that's opened up, isn't it? Yeah. Can I say it now? I think we've had a bit of luck with this one.
We have had a bit of luck.
We have had a real bit of luck because,
nice bit of damage.
I'll be honest with you, they've said category S, and it's got to be purely because of that. You wouldn't think it was just because of that, would you? I was expecting this to all be caved in as well.
Yeah.
But that is unbelievable. Should we start the process, get this stripped out?
Yeah, make a list of what we need, huh?
Get the doors off, get the wing off. Yeah. Let's do it. So would you believe it, guys? Me and Chris just sat here, had a nice cup of coffee and a bit of a chat. And I think we both agreed it would be amazing to find these bits in colour. It just saves so much work, doesn't it? It does, even if they are slightly off, not having to do the shuts, strip all the windows and the gubbins out of them, saves a lot of work.
But also,
so
they can go straight on.
That's
and
right.
The car is watertight.
It is watertight, yeah, that's right. We've got no damage up there on the roof at all, so there's no reason why they won't sit in the old. The B post is fine. So anyway, going a bit off subject there, I was getting excited again. I've actually just been trailing through the internet, and we've actually found two separate places.
Both in Essex.
Both in Essex, believe it or not. One's a lot further than the other, but they've both got... One's got a back door and a wing, I think. Or no, they both had all of it.
Yeah, no, I think one's got a pair of doors, and the other one's got a pair of doors and
a front wing.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's going to come down to which one works out the cheapest. But in the meantime, guys, I am going to leave Chris to do all the work. Chris can get them doors off, no problem on his own. He's got a check strap on each door, a plug on the front one, and a couple of bolts. So Chris is I'm gonna leave you in his capable hands. He's gonna remove those doors, and I'm
Probably put it on the ramp.
put it on the ramp,
Take the wheel off.
take the front wheel off to get the wing off. Yeah.
Splash out.
So I will leave you in Chris's capable hands. I am going to go, as usual, on an adventure to Essex, work out who's got the best ones and the best price, and ultimately the best condition. They have both said that they're in nice condition, so let's head off and get them, and Chris can get the doors off. Disappointing, guys, all the way to Romford, and the doors was okay, but there was just a few marks on them and some quite big scratches and little dinks, just where the way people store stuff, they don't realise like that, to move 5 or 6 doors out of the way to get to one of the doors, and it was quite badly marked, and they was asking all the money for them. So I thought, do you know what, it's actually Harlow, it's quite a lot further. I went for the quickest one first. I rung the guy in Harlow and said, look, what condition are they in? And he said, mate, I guarantee you they're absolutely mint, you know, they're in lovely condition. There may be a very, very minor mark on them somewhere, but they're in outstanding condition. If you're not happy when you get here, you don't have to buy them. Of course, we know that anyway, but I've now got to head to Harlow. This is turning out to be quite a long day, but let's head there and see how we get on. Lovely little place, guys. Express German Spares. I'll put their link down below. And the guy did have a deal with me. He said I'm not allowed to go right in because I've got no toe detectors or anything like that on, but isn't that gonna make a really nice, easier job of that car? Back door there, it's got a tiny little pin dent in it. You can probably just about see it there. Very, very minor. There's a little scuff on the handle, but I don't know what our handle's like. And then the driver's door is immaculate, hasn't got a mark on it. Unfortunately, no driver's window, but I've spoke to Liam and he can sort us out one of them, and an immaculate driver's wing. That is gonna make that so much more of a nicer job, putting all of that on there. These are the correct paint code for the car as well. The guy's got his system there. I gave him the reg and he looked it up. They may not match. These are off of a 17 reg car, so there may be some discrepancies in it, but it just saves so much work. All the insides of the doors, all the shuts, I've got all these labels on them, so that they knew where they was. But yeah, really nice place, and really nice guys helped me out. Let's get them loaded in the back of the van and have a slow drive home so we don't damage them. Really nice guys, actually. And you see the blue strap that's holding the door over? I didn't actually bring any straps. He went, that's right, I've got a bit here, you can use that. So we've got both doors and the front wing. Yeah, really, really nice. I said, do you mind if I do a little bit of video and I do a bit of YouTube? And he went, nah, sure, help yourself. You just can't come right in because you haven't got the appropriate safety wear on, which is fair enough. I can't wait to get back. I can't believe we've got the bits for it already. I only picked the car up yesterday and today we get the bits. Let's head back to the yard. Absolutely as usual, no messing around there. Chris has completely stripped it. He did just say to me that B post looks absolutely fine. The hinges look fine, but the hinges on the door,
It's in the box, Rob.
you put them in the box. Hinges, as you can see, are actually bent. You can see that pin there, guys. I don't think it's just the pin either, it's the whole bracket is actually bent. And what's that? Oh, that's the little trim off the bottom of the wing, and all the other bits and pieces in there that Chris has took off. The only damage is that quarter panel.
If anything has moved, it's possibly bent one of them, very marginal.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it, does it?
We'll come and have a look what I've got. Let's walk out to the van. In colour.
What a result.
Yeah, the back one has got a little tiny car park ding on it.
The
But
likely is that would have to be blown into the quarter. The quarters need
because of the
painting,
quarter panel,
so
yeah.
That would be blown into the door anyway.
But I mean, I drove home like Miss Daisy. Like, and I put a bit of cardboard in there, just went as easy as I could, leaned that one up there, but and I've got the winglet in the front.
It's gonna make a quick repair, isn't it?
We get them fitted.
Don't forget we've got to pick that Toyota up.
Oh, of course we have, yeah. Right, we'll get these unloaded anyway. As usual, guys, you probably heard Chris there when we was out of the van. I was getting ahead of myself. I got all excited. I was like, right, let's get them fitted. He's like, mate, we got one car to go and pick up that we've actually purchased blind, and one car to look at before it gets dark. Yes. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to leave it, but I did just say to Chris, please, let's just quickly throw that wing on. Guys, look at that match. It
is perfect.
It's perfect, isn't it? It is absolutely perfect. We've really, really rung the bell. With these doors, the driver's door, perfect. Ain't got to touch it. With this back one, you spotted it earlier, Chris, didn't you? There's a tiny, it's so hard to see. There's a tiny little ding in it there. But like Chris said, when they repair the quarter, they're going to blend into this door anyway, aren't they? I know quite a lot of you are going to ask in the video, so I've decided to actually bring it up now. So the car's got tints all round. Now, this is limo black. You can't see a thing through there. And we probably won't do nothing with that. This front window is, I would say, about 50%. So it's actually illegal. And the other window, the other side, isn't tinted. And also, you can see that the tint job on this is not very good anyway. They've only gone up to the edge. So we are going to be removing this tint off the passenger window so that it matches the new driver's window that we've got coming from Liam. So we'll leave the back ones and we'll leave the back window, but that is the plan for the windows. So let's go and pick another car up. It's the first time I've had to do this in a long time, guys, and that is close the video down. Chris said it's my fault. I made us run late by sticking that wing on. So that is going to be the end of today's video. We're off out on an adventure to look at something else. As usual, we do hope that you did enjoy it. And if you do, please do hit that thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to us and it shows your appreciation. Check out the merchandise. The link is in the description. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram for the little sneak peeks at Salvage Rebuilds. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.